All right, all right, all right. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Happy Resurrection Sunday. There can't be no resurrection except it be a death. So you can't resurrect nothing unless it's dead. So come on in, people. Come on in. That's the Sunday school lesson for the day. There can't be no resurrection except it's a death. You can only resurrect something that is dead, gone. Bring it back to life. All right. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. And this day is not about Easter eggs and bunny rabbits and all that stuff. That's commercialism. That is of the devil. That's what it is. That's what it is, people. You say, oh, Martin, we just do it for the kids, the children. Yeah, we're gonna keep pushing this lie for centuries and centuries and centuries. Now, one rabbit lay an egg, but this is something else. You see how far a lie can go. If you see something and hear something long enough, you begin to believe it. And this is the surest sign of what I'm talking about. Y'all know I'm telling the truth and shame the devil this morning. And most of the churches are giving out Easter baskets. They more focus on the basket than Jesus, the reason for the season. That's terrible, people. Religion have gotten us in trouble. Organized religion have gotten us in trouble. I tell you, when are people going to wake up? When are we going to be resurrected from the dead? Who's going to raise the dead? Who's going to raise the dead? Who has the power to raise the dead? People, this is real. It is real. This history that we're fighting, more like everything is built on a lie. Lie, 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 lie. But I'm glad to be living in the land of the living. We living in perilous time, but it's a good time to be living. I tell you, some folks, they don't want to live anymore. They're disappointed. But I'm not disappointed in life. I thank God for breath. Thank God for testimony. Thank God for all the movements in my limbs. Thank God. Thank God to be clothed in the right mind. Thank God for mercy and grace this morning. We had a brand new day, 420, a day that we've never seen before. Some folks call it the Hitler birthday. Some folks call it the weed day, but I call it the Lord's day. It is truly is the Lord's day. All right, come on in, people. Come on in. This is definitely the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. This is the Lord's day. It's not the bunny rabbit. It's not the Easter eggs. Not at all. It's not the 420. It's God's day. Yes, it is. Some folks, they're going to get high. They're rolling up right now. They're running and get their tops, their swishers, and they're going to smoke. Smoke until they pass out. They're going to blank out and say, all my problems are going to be temporarily gone. I'm not going to think about them. They're going to blank out, people. One thing about God told us, his son, he said, the water that I give you, you'll never thirst. You'll never thirst. This is real, people. This is Resurrection Sunday, as they call it. What are we resurrecting? The dead. Bringing them to new life. Songwriter said, he said, amazing grace, I was once lost, but now I'm found. I was blind, but now I see. My goodness. God has raised me in a special way. He's given me a new mind, a new mindset. Consciousness is real, people. I appreciate you guys for tuning in this afternoon. It's a great topic tonight, and we're going to talk about Black businesses. And you know, a lot of us, we don't like to hear that Black talk. We want to hear that diversity talk. And we always are the ones that have to play the righteous role, if I may say that. Everybody get in office, they pull in people that look like them. And we had to justify, just wait. I want to be fair. I don't want to do this and all that. And you know it's trouble out here, people. Make sure you guys like the video, like the video. You know, like the video, please like the video. All right. I love being Black. You know, when you get to talking truth, you're not going to be too popular. But if you talking, they talk, and saying what they want to hear, they're going to love you to death. It reminds me of an old preacher. He said, while you're living, they're going to lie on you. But when you die, they're going to lie for you. And don't we see it every time at a funeral? We see it, oh, that old man, he wasn't so bad after all. You know he was terrible. He was a terrible person. He never smiled. He always had some negative to say about somebody. You got to beware of those people that never have nothing good to say about nobody. I'm scared of a man and a woman like that they can't speak well of nobody. One thing I learned in this life, everything is seasonal. Everything is seasonal in life. You're going to have your turn to bereave. You're going to have your turn to laugh. You're going to have your turn probably to get a little money, a little settlement. You're going to have your turn to buy a new house. You're going to have your turn to purchase a new car. You're going to have your turn to meet nice friends or nice mate. You're going to have your turn. But this too shall pass. You're going to have your turn to experience rain and snow. You're going to have your turn to experience sunlight at its brightest form. All right. You're going to have your dark moments. You're going to have them. But what you make of them and how you come out, you got to be strong and stay focused. Got to be strong and stay focused, people. I got a video that I want to show. And sometime when we reach an all-time high in life, you said, well, Martin, well, what do you mean by an all-time high? I'm not talking about weed. I'm not talking about pills or lean or alcohol. I'm talking about in success. And we have to be careful how we handle our success in life, our fame, our situations, our finances, our attitude. We have to really be careful, people. And I want to warn those of you that's listening and that's not here tonight or this evening, this afternoon, or this morning, whenever you may listen to this. Everything that we own in life is just on loan, it's temporarily. It belongs to us for a little while. So you can clean it up, you can polish it, you can nourish it, you can worship it, you can brag about it, but it's only yours for a little while. I learned a long time ago to hold everything in life with a loose grip, because I'm knowing any given moment I can lose it all, including my life. And this is nothing new. I've said it before. Your wife is only temporarily. Your husband is only temporarily. Your automobile that you drive is temporarily. Your home is only temporarily. Your bank account is only temporary. Now, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with it, having these wonderful things. Your children, they are temporarily. They're only going to be around a certain amount of time. All of us have an expiration date. And the worldly possessions that we own, including our degree. And when we leave this place, Job explained it like this: naked I came, and naked shall I return. Other words, I was born with nothing, and I'm going to exit this world with nothing. But Martin, you saying, well, how could you say that? I got a will that I'm going to leave behind. It's no longer your will once you leave this life. It becomes the property of your loved ones or the state, whoever you willed it to. I know I'm telling the truth. Young lady, I heard the Metcalf mother, Austin mother, said, and I don't know the feeling what it's like to lose a child in violence. She told everybody, hug your child, love on your child, because you just don't never know when. Is any parent wishes probably for them, for their children to bury them first, and not the parent to bury the children. I'm talking facts this morning. I'm speaking truth. If you didn't get a chance to go to Sunday school or Sunday morning church or whatever, Sunday afternoon, you're getting it a little bit here today, this afternoon. So we have to learn how to handle our success. We have to learn how to stick together if we want to survive in this country. Somebody said, Martin, I got mine. You got to get yours. Somebody said, Martin, I'm enjoying life. Life is good to me. Life is wonderful to me. I have my home. I have a career job, or I'm an entrepreneur. Have all these wonderful material things. God has been good to me. Yes, he has been good to me. But I'm here to warn you, with all these worldly possessions that you own or possess, you're still not happy inside. Ain't that something? You go on luxury trips, and you got a beautiful home in an affluent neighborhood, and your children go to the best schools and all that, and the aldermen know who you are, and the mayor know who you are. They frequent visit your home, and they admire your success. It's only for a little while. It's going to be somebody else's turn. We all get a chance to dance on a dance floor, and that's just a figure of speech. But then when them bones begin to ache, when that knee, old Arthur, kick in that knee and in them joints, you realize you can't do what you used to do. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. You remember you can skate all night long and go to work the next day, but you can't do it now. You can only skate once a week. Back then, you can skate every day. But now you're only limited to once a week because of your body structure and the elements of your body. Somebody hear me telling the truth tonight. My old pastor tell me, he said, if you can't say amen, just say I am the man. I'm the man. It's real in life, people. Black people, everybody loves our swag. They love the way we talk. They love the way we walk. They love how we play sports and how we entertain them. But at the end of the day, they don't want to be black because they know the oppression that's set upon our lives and upon us. And what I want to show you today, we have a great brother whom I would not speak ill of, Wallow. I think I'm pronouncing his name correctly. He's a community activist. He's a motivational speaker and all that. He served 20 years in prison. He came out hitting the ground running. He's a very successful entrepreneur, black man, and I appreciate for all his accomplishments. But it's only for a little while, people. We have to enjoy our things. And I want to resurrect some dead folks here. And there can't be no resurrection except it be a death. So what are we resurrecting? Are we resurrecting ourselves? Say, look at me, I'm the crime chaser. Look at me, I'm a professional basketball player. Look at me, I am a professional football player. Look at me, I am a professional poet. Look at me, I am a politician. Look at me, I am a police officer. Look at me, I am a minister, a pastor of a mega church. I oversee 30 churches in my jurisdiction. Look at me. I want to tell you, man, woman, it's only for a little while. Enjoy your position. Enjoy your success. And I'm not speaking against success. Just like someone else was successful, you don't hear about them no more. They're not here. And we all love Prince. We all love Michael Jackson and Luther Vandross and Sam Cooke. All those wonderful guys. B.B. King. They entertained us well, and we spent money to go see them in concert. We supported them by buying cassette tapes and 45s and LPs and 8-tracks. But they're no longer here with us. They're only a memory now. They're only a memory. Real talk. Somebody said we are our own worst enemies. Helen, you're right. We only have a season in life. We all have a season in life to shine. King Solomon said that it's a time to laugh. It's a time to cry. It's a time to throw stones. It's a time to reframing from throwing stones. There's a time to eat. There's a time to not to eat. There's a time to drink. There's a time not to drink. Come on, somebody. Appreciate you. We're going to get on with the video. And remember, today is the resurrection day. Jesus Christ rose on the third day. Now, I don't believe it was on a Sunday, but strongly I believe that it was on a Saturday. But America have made it to Sunday, but we're not going to debate that. That's what we're not here for. But we're here to talk about economics, black folks, supporting black-owned businesses. All right. Let's get it on. And I'm going to take some callers, and I want us to I want us to listen up to what this brother Wallow has to say. And I want you to forgive all the swearing and the cussing. And I know today is a holy day, but every day is holy. But if you can withstand the language of this video and try to get the meat out of it, I think it'll be a blessing to you to listen. And I'd like to know some of you guys' feedback. All right, let's get started.
I'm black. No black people. Nobody gives a fuck about that. Kill that shit. Either you got a good business or you don't. All that shit, don't nobody want to hear that shit. That's a hustle. Support me because I got a black business. Is your restaurant clean? Is the food good? Do you got consistent cooks? Is the material of your shit good? Stop doing that. Oh, you support the white people? No, I support consistency, baby. Yeah. Fuck about what color you is. I'm gonna spend my money. That paper, I'm gonna spend them millions where the fuck I want to spend it at. Whether it's Porsche, Ferrari, Lamborghini, I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do while I'm here. But I'm gonna tell you one thing, I ain't gonna be finessed off some black shit. But one thing about it, 70% of you motherfuckers is not going to make it. I'm not no motherfucking fake ass motivational speaker that talk this dumb shit. I'm the #1 nigga in the country. You know why? Y'all seen me come out of the penitentiary. I make millions and I make millionaires, baby. You understand me? I come from the ghetto. Us. Oh, I'm black. No black people. Nobody gives a fuck about that. Kill that shit. Either you got a good business or you don't. All that shit, don't nobody want to hear that shit. That's a hustle. Support me because I got a black business. Is your restaurant clean? Is the food good? Do you got consistent cooks? Is the material of your shit good? Stop doing that. Oh, you support the white people? No, I support consistency, baby. Yeah. Fuck about what color you is. I'm gonna spend my money. That paper, I'm gonna spend them millions where the fuck I want to spend it at. Whether it's Porsche, Ferrari, Lamborghini, I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do while I'm here. But I'm gonna tell you one thing, I ain't gonna be finessed off some black shit. But one thing about it, 70% of you motherfuckers is not going to make it. I'm not no motherfucking fake ass motivational speaker that talk this dumb shit. I'm the #1 nigga in the country. You know why? Y'all seen me come out of the penitentiary. I make millions and I make millionaires, baby. You understand me? I come from the ghetto. Us. Oh, I'm black. No black people. Nobody gives a fuck about that. Kill that shit. Either you got a good business or you don't. All that shit, don't nobody want to hear that shit. That's a hustle. Support me because I got a black business. Is your restaurant clean? Is the food good? Do you got consistent cooks? Is the material of your shit good? Stop doing that. Oh, you support the white people? No, I support consistency, baby. Yeah. Fuck about what color you is. I'm gonna spend my money. That paper, I'm gonna spend them millions where the fuck I want to spend it at. Whether it's Porsche, Ferrari, Lamborghini, I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do while I'm here. But I'm gonna tell you one thing, I ain't gonna be finessed off some black shit. But one thing about it, 70% of you motherfuckers is not going to make it. I'm not no motherfucking fake ass motivational speaker that talk this dumb shit. I'm the #1 nigga in the country. You know why? Y'all seen me come out of the penitentiary. I make millions and I make millionaires, baby. You understand me? I come from the ghetto.
All right. All right, people. What are y'all thoughts about that? Before I make a comment, I want to hear from you guys. I mean, what are your thoughts? Now, here's a person. Here's Mr. Wallow, I think his name. He's a community activist. He's an activist. He's a motivational speaker. He's a podcaster. And he have a lot of great success, people. But in this video, this little snippet that we played, what are your thoughts? I want to hear some of you guys' thoughts about that when it concerns the black businesses. And I want to play a little bit. Let me see what
gives a fuck about that. Kill that shit. Either you got a good business or you don't. All that shit, don't nobody want to hear that shit.
He said, if you got a black business and you telling people support black business, he said that's a hustle. That's what he said. He said that's a hustle. And I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear what you guys got to say. I just want to hear what you guys say, because I want to keep my comments to myself, and the brother's doing great work in the community, and but I want to hear what you guys have to say. We got a couple of callers, and we're going to go to the first caller. Hold on. All right. Okay. 9433. Come on, caller. You with me? And what's your thoughts about this? Yeah. All right. He's a clown. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Anything else? I got another caller behind you. You can just hold on if you want to. Anything else? Okay. Let's go to the next caller. Hey, next caller, 3699. Go ahead, caller. What's your thoughts? Say it. I listen. Mm. Hold on. They couldn't hear y'all. They couldn't even hear y'all. I'm sorry. I'm about to start all over. Go ahead, Sheree. Start all over. They couldn't hear y'all. I always do this for some reason. Go ahead. They can't hear you.
Uh-oh.
Okay, go ahead, Sheree.
Okay, start
Start all
over.
over. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I have the thing that I say, and when I see black people like him, I give them this slogan. It's called talk down about your own, and they'll leave me alone. And so what that means is stand on a soapbox, a pine soapbox in front of all the white people and talk bad about your own people. And then you become the token Negro. That's why you got to listen to his little dog whistles. Oh, I'm the head Negro. Yeah, because you stood on the soapbox and yelled out, "Oh, don't support me. I'm black." Nobody gives a f about that. That's what I call dog whistling and shade treeing, soft shoeing around to be accepted. I don't like it. I don't, it's because I'm calling it what it is. Talk down about your own, and they'll leave me alone.
Mm.
Okay, so I'll sacrifice all of you, the ones that look like me, that's really trying to have something, and not tearing other black people down to have it. And I'll throw all of you under the bus because he sees a way to get there. You didn't get to where you are by uplifting people that look like you. You got to where you are by doing exactly what we just watched. That's how you got there. That's what it is. You have to listen to what he's saying.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, let me play
Somebody
a little
said
bit.
they can't hear.
Oh, you can hear now. They can hear
Support me
now.
because I got a black business.
Listen to
Is
this.
your
Hold on.
restaurant clean? Is the food good? Do you got consistent cooks? Is the material of your shit good? Stop doing that. Oh, you support the white people? No, I support consistency, baby. Yeah. Well, fuck about what color you is. I'm gonna spend my money. That paper, I'm gonna spend them millions where the fuck I want to spend it at.
Now, what's your thought about that comment?
Because what he's saying is, stop saying black owned business. I don't give a F about that. I am going to spend my money where it's consistent. Well, do that then, sweetheart. But you don't have to tear down people that have a black owned business. It's something to have a black owned business because we're not allowed to have them. Look at Black Wall Street. What happened? Every time the black community tries to have something, it's destroyed, okay, and torn down. So he's going about the town, as they would say, and tearing down black people. Okay, and it's acceptable. White people love a sad ghetto story. They love it. They love it. And he's going to be the token that's going to walk around and march around and talk slick about black people and talk down about them, about us. And this is the end result. Now I'm the top Negro out here on the platform. Of course you are. because they allowed you to be based off of how you talk.
Mm.
And no,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't take it, Helen. I took it my way, Helen Basden. I didn't take it the wrong way. That's my perception. I don't like it. And respect that I don't like it. Agree to disagree. I'm not taking the wrong way anything. You don't see white people or any other race of people standing up talking like he does. They're not going to do it.
Mm.
They're not going to do it. You don't see white people standing on soapboxes saying, I don't tell me just, I can, you're not going to see them do it, Helen. Just keep it real. These black people, we're the only race of people that march about the town doing what he's doing, blowing false trumpets and talking crazy about our own people. You don't see nobody else doing it. And that's all I'm going to say.
Mm. 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 Wow. Let me put this number up here so they can call in. I want to hear some more callers. I want this 872-299-0808. Come on in, people. 297-6389. I got to go back to the first caller because they didn't hear her. So hold on, sister. I'm put you on mute. All right. All right. 9433. They didn't hear you because I had it messed up. It was my fault. No fault of yours. Just repeat your comment. 9433. Go ahead.
I said he's ignorant, and we got enough people beating us up in the world, and he should be trying to uplift us, but he's bringing us down. God don't like ugly, and he ain't too particular about pretty. And I totally agree with the other caller.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna just say it, man. He's a house nigga,
Mm.
and there's plenty house niggas out here.
Mm.
That's what he is, a house nigga.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
For real. Yep. She a house nigga.
Yeah. Well, Helen Basin said, I don't have to agree with you just like you don't have to agree with me. But I said I feel he was speaking facts. It just was his choice of words. What facts was he speaking? Maybe Helen, call in, call in, and tell me what facts she was talking about. I want maybe we missed something. As order, we need to hear something. Okay, all right. We got another caller too, and we're gonna hear what this caller coming in. We got two more callers. All right, wonderful. Okay, 9430. I'm gonna put you on mute. Hang around. Okay. All right, call back, people. I need y'all to call back now. Come on in. Come on in. Hey, caller, area code 864. What's your comment or thought?
Hey, Martin G.
Hey.
My comment is I agree with the woman that was just talking and pretty much analyzing what he said, because too often the so-called Black people are the only people that put their people down so that they can climb up. Note the comedian. They got very wealthy, making jokes. Yeah, they made some jokes about other cultures, but they mostly beat down on their own culture of people. And now where do we stand? Because we are the ones who make them wealthy. They come to us for their money. You have the actors, the musicians, the comedians, whatever profession, the athletes, we support our people as well as others. But fear of them do the bare minimum for the Black people and the Black community. So we really have got to get it together and support one another. I don't agree with anything he was saying about he's going to spend his green dollar, whatever. Well, when we start supporting him, he won't have that many green dollars to spend wherever. But yeah, I totally agree with the lady that was speaking before. She wasn't taking it the wrong way. She was very accurately analyzing what he said.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Hold on, ma'am. Hold on. I'm gonna play a little bit. I want people don't miss what she was saying. Oh, this ain't gonna take about a minute. Listen,
Us.
hold on. I want
Oh,
to play this
I'm
again.
black. No black people. Nobody gives a fuck about that. Kill that shit. Either you got a good business or you don't.
The butterfly.
All that shit, don't nobody want to hear that shit. That's a hustle. Support me because I got a black business. Is your restaurant clean? Is the food good? Do you got consistent cooks? Is the material of your shit good? Stop doing that. Oh, you support the white people? No, I support consistency, baby. Yeah. Don't fuck about what color you is. I'm gonna spend my money. That paper, I'm gonna spend them deals where the fuck I want to spend it at.
Now hold it right there. Okay. Now, did you hear that? 864. And did you hear that?
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. That's. I don't want to comment yet. I'm just trying to hold my comment, but I understand you guys. Like, I just want to hear from you guys what you think about that.
Yes, that's some of that. I pray that you won't be angry with me for saying it, but that sounds like some of that Floyd Mayweather missed. And like I said, they get their wealth. This entire world gets its wealth from the people they call black people. All of their wealth. They stole this land from black people. And so they're not, they stole the land from black people. They're not telling that, but all the truth is coming out that these lands were owned by black people.
Okay. Okay, hold on. I might have to come back to you. Let me get this next caller. Hold on. I'll put you on mute. All right. Hey, caller 336. You're next. You're live, uncut, unedited. What's your comment or thought? 336. Hold on. I'll see you 313, but hold on. I got 336 now. Come on, caller.
Hello, hi. This is Gemini the Butterfly. How are you?
Hey, how are you? Thank you for calling in. Thank you so much. Got me blushing over here. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, but don't blush. This is good to talk about
Yes.
because who don't want to support the black business? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But you want to make sure that your money is going for the bank. So you don't want to go into a dirty restaurant like the guy said. You don't want to do half product. It is not good, whether they're black or what. Even if they're black, Asian, purple, white, blue, if the product is not good, then it's not good, and I'm not going to spend my dollars on it. Now, I am going to see if we out there got that product that I like, and I would love to spend my dollars with my brothers and sisters, But sometimes, let's be truthful, we be half-stepping sometimes. The restaurant it'll be nice. I'm not going to say where I'm from, but it was a restaurant that, let's see, Michael Jordan and everybody that would come to this restaurant. And it was a Southern home cook restaurant. And they have on the wall just pictures of all the athletes. And Obama came, it is in North Carolina, came to the restaurant to eat. And they would take pictures of it, and the workers would take pictures of it. And, it was a good establishment. But then it started going down. It started getting, not too clean. The food didn't taste like it did before.
Mm-hmm.
Now, am I still supposed to support it because it's black owned?
Can I ask you a question? I want to ask you a question. Can you name me one black business that you support, that you like their services outside a restaurant, whatever? Can you name me one that you support?
Let's see. Let's see.
I joined.
I'll come back to you. I'll come back to you. Let me go to the next call. I'm gonna come back. Then maybe you'll think of one. Okay. All right. I'll come back to you. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Hold on, Helen Basin. I know you just called in. Just hold on. Let me get 313. Air code 313. Come on, caller. What's your comments or thoughts? Come on.
This is Joshua tonight, man. How you doing?
Hey, what's up? 313? Well, how you feeling, brother? Talk to me.
All right?
Yes, sir.
I'm doing well. What about yourself?
Man, I'm happy to be living, man. Hey, listen, I don't have a lot of money, but I got health and strength, and I'm clothed in my right mind. I'm all right. Mm,
Hey man, you wealthy in knowledge.
yeah.
You wealthy in knowledge. Standing on business and doing that good work. So that go way further than the dollar. All that fall into place in due time. So yes, sir. I'm on my Bluetooth. Can you hear me
Yeah, I
good?
can hear you loud and clear.
Because if not, I can.
Normally don't work well
Okay,
on
good,
Bluetooth, but
good.
it's doing well. So I'm gonna let you go ahead.
Okay, good, good. So I'm just coming in. Is this pertaining to what Walla was saying to the black business owners?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, okay. So my standpoint on it is that you should hold anybody that you do business with. You should hold them to a high standard. The problem that I have though is that we hold black businesses to a way higher standard than we do to these other groups who open up
Mm.
businesses in our community. And they're funded a lot of the times, like we were talking about the other night. A lot of the times they're given incentives, set asides to open up businesses in our community. Um, I grew up in I grew up in Southwest Detroit, which is a few minutes away from Dearborn, Michigan. That's when this whole Palestine thing kicked up. A lot of people, found out about Dearborn, Michigan, which
Hmm.
has the highest concentration of Arabic people, Arabic Americans, basically. And in the stores that they own in our community, they chase black kids out, call our women bees, sell us
Mm.
expired and inferior food,
Mm.
and we would still constantly go there. So
Mm.
and we didn't really have smoke for them. Now in Detroit,
Mm.
now there is a group now in Detroit called New Era Detroit, and
Hmm. I'm
when
familiar.
these businesses are, oh yeah, and when these businesses are taking our money and not being able to respect us and not being able to treat us like human beings, they getting shut down.
Mm.
So uh, yeah, so I would say yeah, hold black businesses to a high standard because spending our money. So yeah, we should get a quality service, but don't, because it seems like a lot of times when it's a black business, we just looking for a reason to degrade something.
Hmm.
We shouldn't be like that. Even if you have a bad experience one time, go maybe talk to somebody who's in power there and let them know how they can improve because you should want them to be successful. Now, if it's just absolutely horrible and it just seems like intentional bad service, that's a whole nother thing. But if it was just like a mishap and something that you could overlook, talk to them and let them know how they can improve. Because at the end of the day, we need that dollar circulating in our community. It's one of
Hmm.
the biggest downfalls we got.
Hmm.
We can't we can't have political we can't have political power and the betterment of our community without any finances. That's the biggest thing that we're lacking. And that's why they don't want to give us reparations. Because if they give us reparations, that money is going to start building power. And when you start having more money, you start being able to be a little bit more prideful too.
Hold on,
So,
brother. Hold on, brother. Helen, while you
yeah.
hang up, you called. We wanted to hear from you. You heard this brother speaking these facts right here, didn't you, boy? Uh-huh. Call back, Helen. Call back. Go ahead, my brother. Mm.
Oh no, I mean that's really all I had to say for right now. I mean, I'm just fall back into the
Okay.
background, but I'll be listening.
Okay.
And
I'll put you
if
on
I
mute.
want to come back up,
Okay.
or if you're happy back
Okay.
up,
All
all right,
right.
for sure.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Let me go back to my friend 336. Okay. Tell me some black business that you shop at that you appreciate, that you like, and you got it. You found one yet?
Well, yes, I'm a woman, so we always have to have the beauty products. I like the Carol's daughter for natural hair
Mm-hmm.
um, and things of that nature. So she's black owned. Now I'm not sure she sold it, but it did start off to be black owned.
Okay. What you like about it?
Well, of course, it's black owned and it is catered to your skin. She knows the black skin and the black hair, so whatever type you have, she's able to have her product maintain that. So it's not like somebody that doesn't have our core hair. She knows our hair, curly,
Okay.
or even
Okay. How's her customer service?
thick.
Since did you have you
Very good.
I mean, that's what I want to hear
I was
about.
I was a customer service for years, so I know that runs the business. Because you could lose businesses if you don't speak with the customers correctly.
Oh,
They go, I'm
okay.
never gonna call you. Ain't got to worry about me calling them back.
All right. I want to ask you a question,
So
and I don't want to be. I want you to think I'm funny. Have you ever had a bad encounter with a foreign business or with a white business, and you continue to patronize them?
I was listening to the guy that talked before me, and he's right. You know what? I would love to own a beauty store.
Hold it.
Go into
No,
a
no,
beauty
no.
store.
Hold it, ma'am. I need you to answer the question. Have you
Oh,
ever
yes,
supported a foreign-owned business or white business, and you was disappointed, but you still patronized them?
yes,
Name me one.
yes. I did. I have went there. Um, you know how you go into like a beauty and they follow you around,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
or like I got money to buy it. I wouldn't be coming in here. I'm getting and you feel, but you go in there because they got what you need. They
Mm-hmm.
got what you need. It's on your side of town, and they got
Well,
everything that you need as far as black hair or whatever, beauty,
mm. But you
makeup or whatever.
but you feel a certain way because they follow you, right? But you still go in there and patronize the business, right?
Follow you and look at you. And in another note too, I told you about that restaurant.
Now hold it,
I went
hold
to
it, no,
school
hold
for
it. No,
that
no, 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 no,
restaurant.
no,
Go ahead.
no, no. I want you to deflect now. I'm trying to get you. I'm trying. I'm going somewhere with this. I'm going somewhere with
I
this.
just see. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm going somewhere with this. So you still support that business that follow you around, look at you like you want to steal something. You still support it, right?
Once they did that, I've been in there once or twice after that.
Okay.
Now it's not the first thought anymore.
Oh, okay. Hold it right there. Let me take this new caller real quick. Hold on. I'm gonna come back to you. Hold it. Okay. All right. All right, Helen, come on.
Now let's just set this record straight. I didn't hang up because of the gentleman that was talking.
Okay.
I hung up because I got impatient.
Why are you getting impatient?
Like he was,
You know,
because
it's
I
a
don't have a
phone.
lot of.
Hold on.
That's just something.
It's a phone bank full of people. I was gonna get
Okay,
to you.
and I'm cool with that. I call back, right? I'm cool with that.
Okay.
It's no issue. Okay, but he was speaking facts, and he wasn't speaking no more than how I was feeling. Like and sometimes we do have to give our kind more props than we do. We'll go deal with them. They mess up somewhere one time, and we just throw them to the side. But at the same time, the guy was speaking facts. Who want to spend their money somewhere where it ain't worth it? Why I
Oh,
want to spend my money to a place that I know I can go spend it somewhere else and get better quality, better whatever.
okay.
I mean, it's my money.
Let me ask you a question. As I asked the other lady a question, have you ever patronized a business that was foreign owned or either white, and something went wrong, and you continue to patronize that business? Have you ever done that?
Yeah,
Okay, name me one business you did that to.
I done did it for several businesses.
Okay, now why the reason why I asked you that question is I see how strong and passionate you are when it comes to black business, and I take some. But look, can you grant the same courtesy?
I'm down. I'm down. I'm down for my
Hold
people.
it, hold it, sister. I'm just going back what you just told me. Now I'm just saying, can you grant that same courtesy that you shop at the foreign-owned business or white business, and they did something wrong that you didn't like, and you went back and still patronize it? Can you do that to a black business? That's what I'm asking.
Every day I do. Every day I do. Every day I do.
Every day you do what?
I do a lot of. I do it every day. I go spit, even though I feel like it don't be worth my money. I just have to do it sometimes.
Like what?
I just have to do it
Give,
sometimes.
give me a
But I
black business that you.
spend my money.
Give me a
Spending my
black business.
money.
Give me a black business you shop at.
A black what?
Give me a black owned business that you shop at that you don't like, but you still continue to go there. Can you name me one?
It's, so who? No, we ain't talking. Yep, that Halo Soul Food. For garbage, but don't went back there several times. Thinking it will get better.
Okay. Okay. Now,
You know, it ain't just give it up. You say, well, maybe, we just picked a bad day. We'll give them another try.
okay. Now,
Some people got it and some people just don't got it. And unfortunately, we can spend our money when we want to.
okay.
I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with that.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. Do you believe in group economics?
And what now?
Group economics. Spending your money with people that look like you to build capital up in your community. So you just spend your money with anybody?
I spend my money where I feel like I want to spend it at.
Okay. All right. Now,
I don't have no.
Okay.
I don't care if you're blue, green, yellow, orange, purple. It ain't about no color.
Okay.
See, that's another thing.
Let me say something. It is about color. I guarantee you.
No, it's not with me. I only can speak for me.
Okay. Let me say this, ma'am. No disrespect. No disrespect to you. Listen. How many white people or even Arabs you see go into a black-owned business and shop frequency? How many you see that? Now
Sir,
I'm asking you a question.
That ain't what I look for.
No. Listen, I'm asking you a question. I ain't said look for it. How many foreigners or white people that you see that go in black-owned business? You said you shop in black-owned business. How many you see them patronizing black-owned businesses?
Pretty much basically where I'm at is more black than anything that owns stuff.
But I asked you the question. Can you answer the question for me? How many?
And repeat that again. I'm so sorry for over talking you.
Okay, no problem. We grown people. I ain't gonna cuss you out. I just asked you a question. How many people? Or listen, is that your husband sitting next to you? I heard him say something. Maybe he can answer the question for you. How many people have you seen of other races or ethnicity shop in black-owned places?
I mean, necessarily, I ain't seen many, but I have seen.
Okay, why you think that? Why you think that?
Well, to be honest with you, that ain't something I never thought about because I don't even look at it as that.
Okay.
I look at stuff in my way, like how I feel.
Okay, listen.
I don't look at it.
What I'm trying to do is, today is Resurrection Sunday. In order for something to be resurrected, it has to be dead. So I'm telling you something that you don't see. I'm showing you something that you don't see. So what I'm saying is there's nothing wrong with supporting black-owned businesses because you. Okay, but what I asked you, listen, what I asked you was, do you see other races going black-owned business supporting them? Do you see that?
And I say not often, but I have.
Okay.
I answered you, sir.
Oh, okay. Now, and I'm asking you why. Why you think that? Why you think that? How often? Why you think that?
There's something I can't answer because I'm not them. I only can speak for me, sir.
Okay.
Now you want me to answer something that unfortunately I'm not able to because I can't read their mind.
Okay.
I just don't assume.
Well, can I help you? Can I help you out then? Okay. Well, let me help you out a little bit. See, white people, Arabs, and all Asian people, they support their own people that look like them because they know the importance of keeping that money amongst people that look like them, and that's not a sin. There's nothing wrong with that. That's nothing wrong with that. We are the only ones will run and spend our dollar with everybody that don't care nothing about us, and we don't know nothing about them, and they're not going to exchange. See, I believe in trading with those who trade with me. Now, we open up a business. They don't come in our business. They don't patronize our business at all. At all. Look at some of our soul food. There's nothing in our business that they won't. They're not going to give us their money because they know the power of economics. They keep power. And the brother said it.
Let's try to use some other than. Let's try to use something other than just a restaurant. But
No, it's not. Sister, I'm trying to get you. Listen, I'm trying to get you to see something, some power, some economics. Listen, if you want these young brothers to stop knocking us upside our head or carjacking us, we need to support other black businesses so black businesses can hire some of these young brothers. Now, most of the time, you take a young man that's working, he ain't got time to be knock you upside the head for your money. I ain't saying it won't ever happen, but he ain't got time. But as long as we starving our black-owned businesses and they can't hire our people, this is what's left. Our young men going to go in these streets, scam you out of your bank account, do these because when you work and got money coming in, more likely, what's the likelihood you be out there doing some of these things? It's probably slim to none. Now, you do have those that's out there are working, still scamming, still robbing, stealing, but very few on that level. That's all I'm trying to get you to see. It's important.
I understand that.
That's all. It's important.
I understand that.
That's all. That's all.
Very important. But I also understand too that listen, let me explain something. I trust and believe me. I support my black every day, all day. I mean, if one ain't doing me right, I go to the next, but I just don't cut them all off. So I want to get that clear too. It's just unfortunate sometimes we just have to keep it moving. And I don't think there was nothing wrong with him saying that he can spend his damn money wherever he wants to because it's his money. And it ain't about no color. Don't care what color you is. That's his obligation he has. Just like I got mine, just like you got theirs. You feel the way you feel, I feel the way I feel. Whoever feels, that's the way it is. It's a part of life. I mean, not saying that I want to see my color down. Hell no, because I'm for them.
Okay.
But I can't keep letting you bang me in the head too. While I'm making you rich, you instead of banging me down.
Who are you talking about? Who are you talking about? You talking about black folks? Are you talking about black business?
I'm talking about people in general. Listen, I don't care nothing about no color. I'm talking about people, period.
Okay. You tell me you don't care nothing about your black son or your black daughter? You don't listen. You don't care nothing. You don't care nothing about your black son or black daughter?
I'm talking about as in because I don't pick sides. I'm not racist.
You can't be racist. No, you can't be racist. You're black. You can't be racist.
It's not about the color. It's about who you are, period. It's about the inside of you, what your standards are, what you're doing, how you're handling. If you want people to come and spend money and big money with you, they want the same in return. They want their money worth.
Okay.
Not keep giving you hands off the chairs and it ain't working out. I ain't got no choice but to go somewhere else. I ain't gonna necessarily say go to a different color, but I'm gonna keep it moving.
I want to ask you a question. This is my last question. Name me one business that mistreated you that's not black owned, and you still right now today patronize it.
Chinese.
And you still going? Why you still going there?
Like a damn fool.
Okay, you answer my question. You answer my question. I've got to go to the next call. Thank you for calling. All right, you answer my question. All right, go ahead. 313. 313.
Yeah, I was. Yes, sir.
What's your comments on what that conversation we had? Yeah.
I say this with all love to our since you're speaking. First and foremost, when you spend your money with these other groups, constantly after getting unfair treatment, that shows a lack of pride. And what that does is that continues a perpetual cycle of people who look like us are getting disrespected when we go in there. Like you gotta start, like they not the only game in town. They ain't the only place you can go get some Chinese food from or learn how to make that Chinese food at home. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop spending your money with people who don't appreciate. We all work hard for our money, or if you're on Social Security or retirement pension, you had to put in work for many years to get to the point where you're getting that money. So why give it to people who don't mess with you? And as far as this, I don't see color. We got to get up off. We got to get up off of that. Everybody sees color. We the only people who want to talk all that kumbaya stuff. But at the end of the day, when our back up is up against the wall, we see that we don't have any friends. It's just us. So it's okay to see color. The thing is, when you see color, just don't treat people poorly because of it, unless they're white supremacists or Latino supremacists, whatever. Then at that point, yeah, I'm gonna treat you bad off of that. But and another thing, back to what you were saying, Martin, what we've been talking about these past few days, as far as the power of economics, or power economics, as our great elder Claude Anderson.
I'm gonna play him in a minute. Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. I mean, let's just look around our community. Look at these businesses that the foreigners have come in to do. A lot of the times, it's going to be a beauty supply. It's going to be nail shops. It's going to be restaurants. Stuff that we know how to do. Us as Black Americans, we are some of the best cooks. So why do we need other groups of other people coming in to feed us? We can do that. Nail shops, some of the best people who do nails are Black women. Here, come on now, like we've allowed these groups to come into our community and co-opt all of these things that we're great at, and then they just come in, they get our money, and guess what they do with it? They take it back to their communities to circulate it. We got to get up off of this. Like we got to be wiser. And then, like you said about the young brothers knocking people in the head. Like I'm totally against, some of the stuff that I see in the Black community. But at the same time, we got to look at this realistically. When we go outside of our homes and all we see is despair, blight, filth, drug addicts, prostitution, what do you expect these young brothers and these young sisters to turn out to be? And then a lot of the cases, the older generation is failing these young brothers and sisters. So us as the older generation, we got to take accountability for that. We got some older folk who ain't teaching these young people nothing. And if they are teaching them something, they leading them astray.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, is the sister still on?
Yeah, she's still on. She listens. She in the message. She in the messenger. She got off the phone, but she in the message. But I just want to bring a point. See, I was trying to get her to see something. That's all I was trying to do. You know what I'm saying? I understand both sides of it. Now, if she said it make her feel like a fool. Now, I would rather somebody make a fool to me that look like me than give it away to somebody else. That's me personally. I mean, that's me personally. Why can't I support people that look like me? See, a lot of these companies, Xfinity, we these cable companies, man, we can't understand that. Even myself, man, I didn't hear them for the last 4 or 5 years. I'm still confused on the bill. Here's one way this month, then this way, this late pay. I'm still confused because it's confusion. And when they got you unbalanced and when you're not confused, you can't understand it. Guess what? I'm still patronizing them. But let me go to the next caller, bro. Appreciate you. All right.
Hey, Martin.
Yeah. Yeah, did you say something?
With that last thing.
Yo, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying I could actually help you out with that last thing that you had just said. So I don't know if you got your email somewhere or if I'll just shoot you a Facebook message.
Yeah, send me a Facebook message.
I would want to say you just said.
Okay, cool.
All right, sure.
Cool. All right, thank you. All right. 336, real quick. Now, this is, the conversation that I was having with you, 336. I had it with Miss Helen. And I was just trying to get you to see things, how we do stuff. Sometimes we do stuff and we just really not aware of what we're doing, And when somebody like me come along and open up your eyes and show you like, man, Martin is right. What he said was right. I noticed this. I hold my people to a higher standard. They do something one time, I'll never go back again. Then the others mistreat me. I just keep going back. Well, I make excuse and go back. Is there something wrong with us? Is there something in us? What is it? I'm asking the question. 336. What do you think about that comment I just made?
Yeah, we do have to give ourselves more grace than we do. Black people, we are more harder on ourselves. And I don't know if it, and I guess it do. I mean, it goes back to way back, somewhere we have put that in our mind. We don't give them grace or mercy. Everybody else get it except us. So you're right about that. And that's a good point, Martin. I have to applaud you for that, because I have been to one or two establishments that I really didn't think they uphold, but I gave them another chance,
Mm-hmm.
And we should do the same for Black companies also.
Yeah, and I agree.
We do.
I agree with you. I agree with Helen too. I want the best bang for my money too. I do. I want the best bang. But sometimes I have spent my money with people and I have paid $5 more or $10 more because this particular store I go in, I don't like the attitude. They don't speak. You come in, they mean-spirited. When you give them your money, they put it on the counter. They don't put it back in your hand like you gave it to them in their hand. Man, I can't stand it. So you know what? They may have the cheapest price, but guess what? I go somewhere else. I pay a few more dollars because I don't like the way they treat me. And guess what? I know the power of $1. I don't have to give my money away. Just like you got cigarettes, I don't buy cigarettes. I can go somewhere else and buy cigarettes. Just like you got tacos and nachos, I can go somewhere else and buy some nachos. I may have to go 2 miles this way to get it. But guess what? I'm not going to let you mistreat me, mean-spirited, don't smile, or nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. And we notice it, and we just go along with this stuff. Go ahead. We go along with this. You
want to be feel appreciated.
Yeah, of course.
Hey, I walked in your business, and I'm spending my money with you. Give me a smile. Give me a thank you.
Right.
Give me a hello. Give me a hello. I'm not telling you you want to.
Right.
Kiss my butt or anything like that, but I am asking you to be pleasant, and treat me like a human being, and that you are grateful that I came into your establishment, because anywhere in the world I could have spent my money.
Thank you.
But I stopped here and I spent it with you.
Thank you. I see some of these.
Another thing I do agree with you too. We do as Black people need to start featurizing more black places, because that's the only way that we're going to get the power, the economic power.
Yes.
To go up against anybody else, because we got the money. Or is a challenge. We got the money. We're spending money, billions of money out there on other people's products, on Louis Vuittons, on all types of other stuff that don't have our name and we can't spell up and down, and don't even have our background.
And they hate us.
Spending a lot of money out there on those types of products.
And some of these products, these makers, producers, they hate our community. They hate everything about us. And we still run our money to these companies.
I forgot what the Tommy Hilfiger said.
Yeah.
They didn't want Black people wearing there.
Yeah.
Years ago.
Yeah.
They fell off too.
Yeah.
They fell off too. So I'm just saying that we got billions of them. So we don't buy spending $1. Whether it's wrong, right, or indifferent. We're gonna go out there and spend it and bling it out or whatever. Whether again we need to or not, but that's just our culture. That's another thing, and that's another topic.
Yeah,
we could talk about later on.
I want to say this. I think
but I'm just saying. So we got $1 billion of spending power out.
Listen to this.
We can focus it in our Black community.
I listen to this.
Black businesses.
Right. I want to say this. I'm gonna go to the next caller. I live in Chicago. Okay. Now we have what you call a Chinatown. Now, You can go into some of their stores and they don't have no English up there. That means they don't even want your business. They don't have no English. You ain't got nothing in English. That means you don't want me in here. So I'm not going to patronize that business. But guess what? They patronize each other. They do. They patronize each other. Now, you'll never see an Asian man or Asian woman rarely go into black business. Open up your income tax place. Open up your soul food. Open up your a barbershop. They're not going to support your business. They're going to show you how they feel about it. Listen, it's one thing saying that you don't like me, but it's another thing you showing me you don't like me. You trade with those that trade with you. You buy from those who buy from you. That's how we have to do it, people. There's no other way. If not, our young people.
They black out. I don't know.
Go ahead, 954. Go ahead.
I have to say this. When I go get my eyebrows done or my feet done, and I don't do nails and stuff, I try to be as natural as possible. Oh, yeah. Once I get my eyebrows arched and my feet done and everything, and I'm sitting in there, and they talk, and I'm like, we can do this. And they snap dead in the black community.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody waiting to get weighed on is black.
Mm-hmm.
That was a beauty salon.
Mm-hmm. Same way. It's all over the country. It ain't just where you at. Mm-hmm. And we, listen, without us, they nothing. Without the black woman, they nothing.
That's right.
Why can't we get some of that money?
Right now, they just train them up to say, hey, learn how to do this and find a black community and build up from there, and that's where you go.
Man, do ya?
They bring their family over, and train them,
and
let them work in the shop and stuff. You know, then they go open another shop somewhere else in a black community, and we go, go across town. So they built one closer to me. I guess I'll just go to this with the same people, the same family, and they just rotating on same dollars. We just getting richer and richer and richer. It's me as black people.
Well, let me just say something.
Let me say something about black people.
Hold it, sister.
Love 15 cents to make a dollar.
Hold it, sister.
We are so we can create stuff.
Right.
And that's another thing. They steal everything we did.
Let me say something. Let me say.
Our dressing, our look, our hairstyles, our makeup, our men, everything.
Yeah. Let me say something, people.
But if we can keep
hold it, ma'am. Hold it. Hold it. Let me say something. Hold it. No. I got to say something while it's on my mind. First of all, I'm one of the ones who here in Chicago stood up against the Asian nail salon. Okay? I started that. No other black people started that. Me and a couple of other brothers and sisters. It's on record. It's on documentation. Stood against the Asians. The way they was mistreating our sisters. And I told the sisters, now, if you want to continue to give your money to the Asians, this particular shop right here, we're boycotting it. And some of them sisters still refuse to go inside that Asian shop. I said, if you want to go to an Asian shop and you feel like they do the better job, go somewhere else. But this one, we're going to close this one up. We're going to teach them a lesson. And I got this on record. I got it on record that I was the one here in the city of Chicago. Inspired others came along and made a scene for a publicity stunt. But I was true to it. I stayed to the ground with it. Others got paid and walked away, got their money and made a deal with the Asians and walked away. So I'm telling y'all, this thing is real. And listen, I think
doing nothing but growing and growing.
That's it.
Down the ladder, down the ladder, economic ladder.
Down. Let me go to the next caller.
Some way.
Right. Let me go to the next caller. I got a few more callers I got to get to. Okay. I'm coming back up, y'all. 954. Go ahead. I'm sorry. You call back in. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Mr. Martin, I just wanted to make it clear though, that I'm not against my own. I just want to call back to make that clear because I support them all the time. But my response was that,
I felt like it's no more than fair for you to spend your money where you want to. It's your choice.
That's
But
true.
I just don't want nobody to get in their head that I'm not down for my people.
No,
Because I'm down for my people
I,
more than anything.
right. I want to say this to you, mother. I want to say this to you, and out of love. I was just trying to show you something that you was doing that you're not aware of. It wasn't that you never not. We're not taking away your blackness at all. And you're right. You got 100% right to spend your money wherever. Why is it always with the white man? And why it can't be with the man that look like you? But I don't want.
That's
I
what
mean,
I'm trying to explain to you. That it's never always with the white man. It's you got love to spread all over. It's just it all depends on what type of service you're getting. Where you want to spend your money at on the type of service that you want. Is they giving you your service that your money is paying for? That's all I'm saying. I mean, because one don't do good, that don't mean all of us is no good. You just move on to the next one.
yeah, well, you proved us wrong on that. You say you still going to the Asian place.
Well, I used to go all the time there. I'm not those Chinese. I don't
Chinese.
go there anymore. But I went there for damn near a year. And every time I went, I was unsatisfied.
A whole year.
But I just had to make up my mind, and I'm just being honest. You want to lie, you want the truth. And I said to myself, like I told my husband, I got to be the craziest woman in America. And I keep going back getting the same treatment. I did that, honestly.
Mm.
And that ain't the only place I done did it to. Many places like that. It's just not Chinese, it's different people.
Well,
that's a part of life. You live and you learn.
Okay.
And sometimes it takes others longer than others.
Okay.
I mean, unfortunately, but it's the truth.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for the comment.
That's all I wanted to call
Okay. I appreciate.
don't think I'm gonna do
Oh no.
no.
I still love you.
I go to hell and back by now.
Okay. All right. Well, listen. I want you to have that same. I want you to have that same attitude when it comes to spend money. The people that look like you have that same attitude. Have that same attitude. Okay. 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 Sometimes you can't get your. Listen. As I said earlier.
And you don't, and unfortunately, you don't.
Yeah. Listen.
You just got to give them a couple chances. Keep on giving them a chance if you fool like me, or keep it moving.
Yeah. Well. All right. So. All right. Thank you for your call. We'll go to the next caller. All right. 846. You just call back in. 846. Area code 846.
Thank you.
846.
Okay. No. Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear. Go ahead.
I'm here.
I'm coming to you, Sharice, next.
Okay, so
Go ahead.
Okay. I called back in because I say, well, I like this conversation. It's a beautiful conversation. Because it goes to show us right now. The greatest man that ever walked the face of this earth. They say that this is Resurrection Day. They're calling this Resurrection
That's right.
Day, right?
That's right.
So he came and gave his life a sacrifice for his people.
Mm-hmm.
His people first.
Mm-hmm.
His people rejected him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When they rejected him, it opened up the way for others.
Mm-hmm.
But it's always going to be his people first. That nobody's going in without his people.
Mm-hmm.
If his people don't come in, ain't nobody coming in.
Mm-hmm.
So here we are. We got to realize what this is. It's the righteous against the unrighteous.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody decided to draw a color line.
Mm-hmm.
And they drew that color line, but that thing is cutting them deep now. Because it's that the righteous against the unrighteous. And so many people are saying, yeah, we got to support our own. I don't care what anybody says. My children and I looked at this thing very closely during the COVID, excuse me, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that, but during that time period from 2020 all the way up to now. So what we did, we bagged up off a restaurant, and then we definitely stopped at certain kind of restaurant. But most of those patients, all the Black women I know in the hair business, nails and such like this, they have said that they can only get their product from the Asians. You see, they could order stuff and get stuff from Africa and places like that, but they can only get it from the Asians. So I don't know what the madness is all about that, but I think that's another way of keeping the Black businesses from, excelling, because they know they will accelerate way over them. But here we are at this cross line in the road, I think, and it has so much to do with the righteous against the unrighteous, because like that brother that was just speaking, and those of us who come to say we don't agree with him, I absolutely do not agree with that. I think it should be with our own nation first. But that one, they walk this earth, the greatest name
Good
under
example.
the sun. He said, they hated me before they hated you. So who are the most hated people on planet Earth?
Black
they are
folks.
called Black people.
Mm-hmm.
So he said, I came to my people.
Mm-hmm.
His people first.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like this. My son and I were discussing this a couple of weeks ago. It's like we can live without them, but here it is. They can't live without us. They can't survive in no way without us, because we are the ones that were made from the earth, created from the earth, gave dominion over the earth, the seas, and the fowl of the air. And just for a little while, something creeped in, and that was the unrighteous thing that happened to us, and that we got to return back to righteousness in order to receive it. It doesn't matter if you're Black or white, but it's one seed that will not survive. And the Father told us in His Word. He said, Esau have I hated. He hated him, and the seed of Esau will be completely eradicated. But the Yaphites, what they call them, Japheth in the Bible, the Yaphites, they are from the Iceland. They don't have any melanin like we do. We are from the lands of the seasons, where it's hot and all those places. So we are deeply melanated. And they hate that. And so when they started migrating from those ice lands into our land, and they like the sun, they like the warmth and the heat, they don't want to leave. But guess what? Our Creator said they got to go. They going to have to get up out of here, and they going to have to, if they from the ice lands, they're going to have to go back to the ice lands. They will no longer be able to occupy our lands. So, it doesn't matter if you're Black or white. I don't see color. I see color all day. My Father blessed me to see color. And there's a reason, but the reason isn't to oppress. And somebody used that colorism to oppress the upper class. Mm-hmm. And now the last becomes the first, because Jacob caught the heel of Esau. And we on that 90 degrees. And what is that, 3? So I believe that we are somewhere around 270. This stuff about the end. They know it. Their time in our part of the earth is over. And the time of the righteous and the unrighteous it's coming, and there will be no more unrighteousness in this earth. So they really love the Creator. They really want to obey Him and do His will. Then stop celebrating self. I listened to that woman earlier, getting excited. But she kept saying, I for me. That's what the Black community do. I got to take care of myself. I. No, we got to We as a people have to learn how to love your brother as yourself. Somebody messed with the scriptures. You know, they love their brethren, but they, how you say, they detest us showing a love for our brothers.
Mm-hmm.
We're not supposed to love our brothers and love each other. We're supposed to love them, but they love their people and they take care of their people. Their people transgressions against us, they won't say a word. But we are not supposed to love one another. You know, we're supposed to keep transgressing against one another.
All right.
And again, the righteous versus the unrighteous. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right. All right. 36.99. 36.99. I know you boiling over, but I'm so sorry. I got trapped. I couldn't get it back up there to you.
I have plenty. I agree with the lady and with the woman that just spoke. She's absolutely correct. A lot of people don't know that, but she's right. But see, the thing is this too. I'm going to give two examples. Listen to the dog whistling of this man when he was talking. Is it clean? Is it this? You can get a woman and she can put on a $5,000 dress and high-end shoes, and she can look clean and pretty, and makeup and hair and nails are perfect, but she didn't take a bath. You don't know that until it's been exposed. So you can stop that too. Okay, you go sit in all these high-end restaurants, Ruth Chris's, all these different places. You don't know if they're clean. You don't know if your plates are clean. They might look clean, but you don't know if they're clean. So you can stop that. All these little subliminals that he threw out first. No, I don't care about your black. Stop that. I don't care. Okay, you can take one restaurant and put it on the corner and it could say BMW, and you can take another restaurant and put it on the other side of the street and it could say Rolls Royce. Black folks will sit and go to Rolls Royce because it's a bigger name, a bigger label, not knowing that it's a BMW engine in the Rolls Royce. It's, you know, you want to go sit at Rolls Royce because it's a bigger name and because it costs more. But the tablecloths at the BMW restaurant have a higher thread count, but you don't know that because didn't nobody tell you. You're all followers. When you sit up and follow and think that because you went to a mediocre restaurant like Burger King or KFC or whatever, and you just take for granted, oh, it's a commercial chain place. It's got to be clean. So you must not look on the internet and see how these places are being exposed for being filthy, but you still go there. That woman that was talking, Miss Helen, said that she knows that she's not respected and that she constantly goes to these places and then says, well, I don't care about if it's black owned or not, but you should. But you should. And it's that mentality, that plantation mentality. Well, that foot warmer plantation mentality. That dude that's talking, Walla, that's what I call foot warmer mentality. You stand on the little soapbox and you yell about the town and loud and, screaming and hollering and looking crazy, talking down about your own. He's speaking the obvious. No one wants to go sit in a filthy place and eat. Cut it. But see, he's associating filthy with being black owned.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to pay attention. Okay, I don't like it, and I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna play with it. Everything that he said about is it clean, is the product, it was all attached to negative when it came to speaking about us.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know if Rooster's, place is clean, the piano bar and Houston's and all these places that you think is so high and mighty. You don't know what they're doing to your food in the back, and you don't know if it's clean back there. You don't know if the person that is bringing you your food that just left out the bathroom even washed their hands while handling your food. See?
Mm-hmm.
But you want to go sit up because it's the popular place. It costs more. These are the things. I'm just tired. If you feel that way and you don't see color and and it's not about color and it's not, well, good for you. But hold that energy when they run some across the tip of your nose in their beauty supply, like we know has happened to Martin and I. Okay. When you go in that Asian beauty supply and they lock the door and kick your butt, don't call Martin because we've seen it. That's it, Martin, for now.
Thank you. Well, I got another little film I want to show us real quick, and to top off what I was saying. Let me go here and bring it up. I don't want to listen to the whole one, but we're going to listen to a little few part of it. Dr.
So what I'm
Anderson,
saying
real
now is
quick.
that you're going to have this massive influx of immigrants into the country that are better. You will find,
That ain't what I want. I'm going to get in the middle.
you'll find little Italy's, French town. You'll find a Chinatown in every community or neighborhood.
Okay.
When they leave their homeland, the last thing they do is look in the mirror.
Listen.
They look in the mirror and says, I'm going to America. And I'm going to go to America. I'm going to find me a community or neighborhood. Or I'm going to build one with people who look like me. And so that's why you go all over this nation.
They see
color. Where they're coming out of Asia. You will find Vietnamese towns all over California. Little Cambodias. You'll find a Chinatown in every major city. You'll see the Hispanics come in. They'll build a little Mexico, a little Havana, a little Hialeah. You find little Italy's, French towns, German town, Greek town, Polish town, but you cannot find one black town. And we are the only people that keep trying to integrate. We're the only people, rather than looking in the mirror and saying, I see somebody that looks like me, I want to go find and build me a community of people who look like me. We're doing just the opposite. That's your second problem, is inappropriate behavior of black folk. We keep looking in the mirror and says, I want to get away from everybody that looks like me. You can't have any power and wealth doing that. If you don't have a community, you cannot rebuild Los Angeles without a black community. If I cannot come in this city, you can tell me where every black lives, where he stays, where he works. You don't have a community. And all of you that want to go in business, don't waste your time. You cannot start a business and operate without a town or a community. Why can't you do it? Because without a community, you have no market. If you don't have a market, every black gonna go by your store at 200 miles an hour heading for the suburbs and heading for the malls. And that's why you got this major displacement of capital out of the black neighborhood. And I tell black folk, if you want to go in business today, don't do it. Give me the money. I need it. Because you're going to go bankrupt. 80% of all black folk that go into business under the present system, you will go bankrupt within 2 years. You will lose your money within 2 years because you don't have a market. And see, that's how the other groups function. They have their own markets, their own communities. And we're going to talk about that a little later on, too. See, the good Reverend Dr. Price, he gave me 2 hours to talk to you all, so I'm going to get to all those points, okay?
And I thought that would be appropriate for what we talked about here today. And it makes sense. That's all. We got to think group, not individual, group people, group economics. We have to think group. How you think white people run the black communities? Because of money. They back our politicians with money. Well, you said, well, Martin, why would a white person give a black politician in a predominantly black area money? Why? So he get property, contracts. Don't you know? They're not going to live in the black community, but they want the contracts, the money that flow come from the government in there. They want the contracts. They want the real estate. That's what they want. Don't that make sense? So if you're a politician and some white investors invest in you and your campaign, what are you going to do? You're going to try to please them, try to make it happen. They're not giving you no $10,000 or $100,000 because you are so nice and you're a role model for other black people. They don't care less about that. They want them contracts that come through the black community. They want that prime real estate that's in the black community. And that's real talk. They don't care about you. It's what they can get. They planting a seed. They making an investment. Again, politicians always cater to two types of people. The one who they most fear, you know, that's the white folks. And the ones who bankrolling them, and that's the white folks. When black folks start getting behind these politicians in their own community and bankrolling them, a lot of times they don't have to bend over because they know they have the support of the community. Why you think our politicians get in these offices and they look the other way? Because we don't support them properly. They look the other way. That's real talk. We still on Resurrection Sunday. We resurrecting the dead. Real talk. There can't be no resurrection except it be a death. Death means death, burial, and resurrection. When you resurrect something, it has to be dead and buried. You resurrect it, bring it back to life. And I want to resurrect tonight, this evening, this morning, or this afternoon, whatever you listen, when you listen to this podcast, your mindset. You know what? Martin was right. He was right. I got to have a new way of thinking for my people. If not, our people going to be downtown, destroying downtown. They're going to be carjacking. They're going to be doing all types of things if they can't eat. Other things going to occupy their time and their interests. I'm going to get ready to close it out. I'm going to talk to 313, then close it out with 3699. 313, come on, close us out. Close the comments.
Oh yeah. Thank you. I'm so glad that you played that part. Inappropriate behavior that Claude just said, because we got a lot of that going on right now in our community. But I mean, basically, what I want to close off with, I just want to kind of piggyback on what you just said. We can, when it comes to politics, the only thing that makes politics move is, like you said, it's the fear, and then it's the power of the dollar. Just look at, I'm not going to say the name of the group, but just look at how they got Jamal Bowman and Corey Bush out of the paint. They put money on them because they was going against the agenda that they wanted. They put millions of dollars against them too and got them out the paint. So I say that to say, I mean, when it comes to politics, we gotta, the only thing that we really have to offer to these politicians is really a vote, which at the same time, though, that has, with this last election, that has opened up their eyes. So I'm like, okay, we gotta do more than tell Black people that they're so great and they're the backbone of democracy and blah, blah, blah. Like, that ain't working no more. But at the same time, too, we gotta, for lack of better words, we gotta come to the table with more than just a boss in our hand. And, we gotta start pulling this money together, going to these politicians like y'all city Brandon Johnson. Y'all got to get Brandon Johnson out the paint. He's not doing the bidding of y'all. You know what I'm saying? So we got to start putting together these packs and going to these politicians like, look, we will fund you. We will fund you for this election, but you're gonna do X, Y, Z. That's what these other groups do. And I'll land there, brother.
Thank you, bro.
Have a great rest of your day. I sent you that message on Facebook.
Okay.
I'll tap in with you later.
Okay.
Thank you for
cool.
all you do.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Closes out, Sister 3699.
Okay, and I'm just going to say this, and I don't care who it is. When you listen to Black folks talk the way Helen and that dude on that stage talk, these people are dangerous to the Black community, because it's like, how many biscuits did they give you to say the things that you're saying? How many biscuits did they give you wrapped in that little cloth and hanging from a stick? Did they give you to say the stuff you're saying? They're dangerous, and I don't care. That's my opinion. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. All that dog whistling, and I don't care about the color, and I don't care. Everybody else cares about it. That's why they ask what your race is when you put your kids in school, when you go to the doctor, when you apply for credit. Everything, they want to know what your race is. Even when you call the police to give a description, the first thing they ask is what was his or her race. Then they ask how old they were and what they had on, but they want to know that race first. I'm just tired, and yes, when I hear Black folks talking like the way Helen and that black dude on that stage talk, I start disassociating and being standoffish because I know you're saying the things you're saying because of who's watching and listening to you. You're dangerous. And that's it. Thank you, Martin.
Thank you. All right. All right, people. This is live, uncut, unedited. This is where we tell the truth and shame the devil. And it is what it is, people. Y'all make sure y'all share this video, like this video, send it to someone. If you're on YouTube or Facebook or Twitter X, be sure to just share the video. Somebody need to hear this. Somebody need to be resurrected. All of us need to be resurrected because we dead to a lot of things. Dead. So thank y'all. Happy Resurrection Day. Enjoy your day. Be safe out there. Love on somebody. Love on your people that look like you. Love on them. Do something for somebody without the video camera, without announcing it on Facebook. Can you do that? Do something for somebody without announcing or telling anybody. So I'm doing it from the heart. You see black folks, you see how black folks put up all that money behind Carmelo Anthony? They put all that money behind him. You've never seen that much. I've never witnessed it. And I'm 56 years old. So black people are waking up. They seeing some things. They know something is not right. They know it. Normally, black people, we don't stick together unless we lecture slide and family reunion, class reunion, car shows. We could listen, get together, go to sports event. Those are minor things. When it comes to major things, sticking behind one another, loving on one another, and supporting one another. Don't you know the love and the support Carmelo Anthony family is receiving by us showing another level of support with money? We're doing it. We see white folks do it all the time. They do it all the time. Now we supporting a murderer. We dumb, we slow, we stupid. We don't understand. Yeah, we do understand. Things are shifting. Yes, they are, people. And I told us, if we learn how to stick together, Now, we don't need every black person. That would be nice. But if we can get the majority of blacks stick together, we can get some things done that's going to benefit outside of jail, gerrymandering, war on drugs, war on guns, and all these other little programs, these little sneak diss laws that they have against us. We could be great, and we are great right now. But we need to take it to another level. We lost our children. God said, if you forget me, I'll forget your children. And not all of our children, a portion of them out there going wild. And they got loving parents. But somehow they've been possessed by a spirit. And we need to resurrect them. Bring them back. This is how things are supposed to be done. This is how black people operate. We don't go on social media and diss one another. We love on one another. When we have a disagreement, we deal with it behind closed doors. But some things have to be checked out openly. When you just openly, blatantly wrong, you got to get checked right where you stand. And that goes for me as well. Thank y'all people. Thank you so much. You already know what it is. You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth. And what? And shame the devil.